Happy Friday, you guys. I need to calm down my hair this morning. So, how has your week been? My week's been very interesting. I've had a lot of internal turmoil. How about you guys? It's so funny you any of you guys who watch like what's going on with the energy of the planet or what's going on astrologically. Do you know, like, every day we're hearing the Schumann resonance, the solar flares, the solar storms, the eclipse, the full moon, the Mercury retrograde. Like, it's not really anything. This is how I feel. It's not really anything anymore that we can say, this is why this is going on, this is why this is going on. There is so much going on constantly, energetically around the planet, with the astrological stuff and with the Schumann resonance and the sun. And good morning, you guys. So it's, to me, I think about it like we can't really use it as an excuse anymore, or as like, well, this is happening because of this, but because it's continuously happening. There's like something continuously happening constantly lately, more than, it's either we're aware of it more or there's just more going on. I guess there's more going on, definitely, with the Schumann resonance and the solar activity. So it's kind of exciting, but it just kind of cracks me up, right? Because I see, like, on TikTok, there's a lot of people who do like energy reports, and then they talk about all the energy that's going on. And Sandra, let's have a margarita. And it's just a continuous, flow of energetic shifts that are going on. Yeah, yesterday was May the 4th be with you, and today I read somewhere there's a big wait, today isn't Lionsgate, is it? I saw someone post it's like the 5/5 portal, and I forgot that. Is today Lionsgate? Anybody know? I should know that. For me, that's a important portal, but I always forget the date. Anybody know, you guys? I'm looking it up. No, it's not. It's August 8th. I don't know why I was thinking it was in May. Anyways, I'm down for that, Sandra. I love a good margarita. The Lionsgate is August 8th. Today is some other kind of portal. I didn't read into it, but I did see that somebody was talking about a portal. So who knows? I don't know. I'm talking about something I don't know about. So the thing I wanted to bring up today, I was just doing my little video diary and checking in with my team for work, and my part of me who's like my part, like in parts work, that part of me that is my workhorse part of me, she said, I had it a minute ago, hold on. What makes her tired is when I get scared. So, because I check in with her sometimes, I check in with her and sometimes she seems tired, which makes sense, right? You have a part of you that's like your work part of you, And of course, sometimes they're tired. But today when I checked in, my whole team looked fine, like they weren't tired. I mean, I've literally seen them. I've seen her especially, like, literally, like, let me just go to bed. But that's what she said to me today. I have a resistance in my brain around this. Every time I think about it, my brain is freezing up. So there's two things going on. Because I literally, every time I go to think about it, it happened a couple minutes ago. Hi, Hannah. Wow. That's an amazing, I wish I could, okay. So fear equals tiredness for me with work. So when I feel tired around work, it's not because I'm overworking exactly. It's because I'm scared. So if I operate in a feeling of fear around whatever I'm doing around work, it's making me tired. That's one thing. So that's something I want to talk about with you guys. Like, where does our fatigue come from? And yeah, if we stay up too long and work too hard, that could create fatigue. But have you guys ever heard like Esther Hicks say, if you're passionate about something and nothing's in the way, you have all the energy in the world to do the thing. So yeah, Hannah, it could be equated like fear and stress. The fear creates stress, which creates the fatigue. So that's one thing. The other thing I want to say is I'm having resistance about it. And how do I know I'm having resistance about it? Because every time I tried to wrap my head around the idea to tell you guys, I was basically doing that falling asleep thing. Stephanie, you know what I'm talking about. So when you're trying to get an answer, when you're trying to work something out that there's a part of you that's resisting, you may fall asleep, or you may forget what you're doing, or you may not be able to like, literally it felt like, how do I wrap my thoughts around this bubble of information? And I was resistant to being able to tell you guys what I was trying to say. And it's not very complicated, right? I can still feel it. Fear equals fatigue. Fear equals fatigue. So as we're moving through this, especially with everything that's going on energetically, and how pretty much everyone here is very conscious about making changes in their life that need to happen, or that they want to happen to create a better life. When we get scared, and it's not just us living in here alone, like, how do I say it? It's not just the part of me right here that's talking. I'm not alone in here. We're not like just these linear beings that have like one side to us. Really good question, Stephanie. And I'm gonna try to answer what I feel like maybe would help that, but I may even forget I'm talking to you guys at this point because of how resistant I feel inside my body right now. I'll share, or I'm gonna upload that video that I just did. So you guys who have the link to the video diary, go ahead and check it like in an hour or so. And in the program, I'm gonna put a button for that. It'll just say Christina's like video diary. So wait, I'm gonna back up. I'll make a post in the group of what's going on with that for the OG group. Okay, so what do we do about that? What do we do about that fatigue is because of the operating system of fear. And what do I do about because I'm sure I'm not alone in the resistance of, it's like the fear wants me not to bother it. That's what it feels like. Like if you were to imagine that's a part of me that exists that I could separate from and have a conversation with. It's very self-important. This is cool. So I kind of just separated that part of me. So it's like right here. And it's very self-important. It's like, don't bother me. I have an important job to do. Okay, so I think I do have part of the answer, which is, again, the information that I just got before I came on here. My schedule, Renee will laugh about this because I'm talking about it. I need to create a schedule. I am very resistant. I do not like myself to tell myself what to do. Don't tell me what to do. So setting up a schedule of not like to serve you guys. Oh, this is good. Not to serve you guys. I can schedule myself all day long to serve you guys. Not a problem. I love showing up for you guys. I love going and hitting that button because I know I have an appointment at 4 o'clock. I love hitting that button knowing I have an appointment at 8 o'clock at night if I'm helping someone. But if I want to schedule something, I can feel it in my freaking brain. If I want to schedule something for myself, this is so good. If I want to schedule something for myself to serve me, because any of these things that I need to schedule, whether it's to do yoga, to plan and create the ideas of my brain, whatever it is, I have a hard time. I don't want to do it. And when I do it, when I put it on a calendar, I won't. I 90% of the time, I'm not going to show up. So cool. Because I'm showing up for myself. It's about myself, so it's not that important. And I'd rather be running around like this fear. It's interesting. The fear does have like also doing a dance with anger for me because of I think times in the past that I have been so overscheduled that I don't know if I'm right now about that. I'm just going to go back to it's about me. And when it's about me, maybe it's harder to show up on my schedule. And there is there is a fear. There is a fear about showing up for me for some reason. Because I know, do you guys ever feel this when you show up for something for somebody else, like you're helping somebody else? It's almost like you get this is how I am. I'm just going to speak from my personal experience. I get a feeling of excitement, you know, like I'm going to help someone else feel better. And there's a level of excitement. But I think for me, for showing up for myself, there is a level of fear. And that's a deeper thing that I need to go into. So one of the things, Sandra, when you said, so how do you do that? I think part of coming to terms with the fear is to sit down and take action. So I'm going to take and this is for me too. There are certain things that I know if I do most days that I'm going to feel great in my body. If I get on the treadmill for a couple miles, if I do yoga every day, and not just rolling around on the floor, because I'll do this. I did that last night. I rolled around on the floor for like 20 minutes doing yoga, but I mean, get on your mat and do yoga. Like for me, if I get on my mat an hour a day and do the things that I know will help me feel more comfortable, get more centered, be more strong, I feel great. So if I sat down, put it on my calendar, and this is what I heard this morning. When we put stuff, when we're like sitting down and paying attention to the task at hand that we need to take care of, there's that whole process in our brain that helps us take step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 to understand how you get to where you want to go. That's the actions. We want to create too in the energy of it with our manifesting things, but we have to match it with action. If we get we have our ideas that pop into our head, we know, ooh, this would be a good thing to do, or this is how I get to there. But then sometimes we're still stuck in our frozen place and we don't take the action and bring the universe's like tips and tricks that it pops into our brain, and then put it into, to make it get into the physical. We're the producer of the show, right? The universe is the director, but we have to like take the steps to put it into action. And I think I can feel it. Just saying that, there's a part of me that's like, yeah, you're touching on something that's true, because I can feel it in my solar plexus. And that's where our resistance shows up. And it feels like part of the resistance, like we resist sitting down and doing the things that we're supposed to do to get us to where we want to go. And if we don't do that, and we're not paying attention, we're not following through, there's a part of us that gets uncomfortable, because we're existing in both of those places. That place of, I want to create this, and then why aren't I creating this? So putting those two pieces together, I want to create this, I know how to, I'm going to take action. That's where we move forward, and that's where the release of tension leaves our body. But if we are like, I know how to get there, the universe has given me the tips and tricks to do it, but I'm just going to go throughout my whole day saying, I should do this, I should do this, I should do this. Oh, it's nighttime, I'm going to go to sleep. Tomorrow I'll do this. I think that's where the fatigue is coming from. And what's keeping us from doing it is fear. I have this weird thing when I do yoga or any exercise, if I work really hard and I get like that adrenaline flowing, I freak out. I start to panic and think I'm going to die. I mean, it's not all that bad. It doesn't happen very often, but definitely like if I'm doing yoga and I'm way deep in it and I'm going deeper than I usually do, and like the energy is flowing, I'm really sensitive to it, and I get scared. So I'm just telling you guys, I'm a big scaredy cat. I'm over here looking like I'm all this brave, but inside we're all afraid. And hold on, because I want to ask like the perfect sentence for that. So yeah, this is my lesson for today, and I heard it again. That's where the surrender is. If we'd stop trying to control things and just let, like, this is, you can kind of put it into the like God circle. If we just surrender and just be good students. I'm not a good student. I'm not a good student. I will kick and scream and want to just do it my way. And but if we're good students of life school and surrender and let the universe just, like, all we have to do is jump on the ride and just all day long, oh, okay, here's my sign to go do this. Here's my thought that popped into my head. That's where I'm supposed to go. If we just let that happen, Stephanie, I don't think we would be tired because we wouldn't be resisting. Sandra, me too. I'm fearful of giving myself another stroke. Yeah, I feel you, Sandra. So maybe the trick for today is, it's Friday, so it has that vibe of kind of letting yourself relax a little bit. watch for the signs, think about how you want to feel today, and let the universe take care of you. And just see what happens. I say this all the time, and some days I'm better than other days, but if you really get in the flow, if you really get in the vortex, like Esther Hicks would say, and my daughter with her hula hoop, if you really get in the vortex, you don't have to try. You don't have to force. You don't have to do anything. But it is a scary place to step over the threshold into. Once you're in there, it doesn't matter. You don't have to worry. The universe has your back. It's just letting it do it. Here comes George. You guys don't hear George because I'm in the living room because Isis hopped in my bed last night. So I'm out here. Georgie! All right, you guys. Well, if you're tired, surrender. Take a walk in the woods. Listen to the next best thing. Interesting that you said that you are not a good student because I heard you are doing an amazing job. Thank you. I am. Maybe it's the perfectionist in me that always feels like I could do better. Because this is why I think I said that. Because of the work I do and because of what I see, just like a few minutes ago when I was like up on my ship having a lesson of, you know, how do I have my best day today? I know deep down that I could get up, completely surrender, and let my day be driven by my higher parts, and I would never have anything else to worry about. I know that. And the other part of me is human and wants to keep grabbing the damn wheel. So it's so hard knowing. I know it without a doubt. If I was Christian, I would have, you know, no doubt that give Jesus the wheel. But I don't know, I keep grabbing the damn wheel as if I know better. And so that's where I'm like, if I could just be that student that could just go with the wheel all the time. So it's weird talking about it. I don't think I've ever thought about it that way. So maybe it'll create more shifts. I do it a lot. I do it a lot, but I do it a lot in situations that I feel like I have to surrender because I don't know what else to do. If I think I know what to do, I have a harder time surrendering. So, this is good too. In the thing I was doing right before I came on here, I kept hearing the word opinion. And then I did this whole energy clearing. When I was clearing, all this stuff was coming off me. It was like layers and layers and layers of stuff. And at the very end, they gave me this tiny piece of like the layers, and they said, put it in your pocket, and that should be the size of your opinion. Like, stop having such a big opinion. my human self. That's so funny to say it out loud. Yeah, I have a lot of opinions, just like all us other humans. I have opinions about, well, I think it should go this way. And I don't think our opinions should be more powerful than our guidance of what the universe, you know, is trying to show us what direction we're going in. So it's funny to say that out loud. It's so different. Like when I'm hearing things in my head, talking to myself, it sounds one way, but then when I'm like explaining it to someone, then I understand it deeper. So thanks for bringing that out of me. Good morning, Amber. All right. So I guess that's all. We'll have another healing circle next Thursday. The link is in this post if you want to sign up. And I never say this, but those of you that there's not too many people here that like aren't in the program or anything, but those of you watching the replay, or I see Amber's here, I never talk about doing readings, but if anybody's ever interested in the reading, I am still doing readings with even though I'm doing the program and stuff. So just throwing that out there because I hardly ever talk about it anymore. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend, and I don't know, try not to have an opinion and just follow the flow. Let me know how it goes on Monday. All right. Bye. Have a great weekend.